Sure.
So this is the Git day one. Okay, we will start from scratch. So before that, I will share you the class calendar. So nothing but next 60 days what we are going to discuss. Okay, so Git today's was 2nd September, right? We will start Git and Git will end at 11th September. So for Git, I need 8 days to complete. So you can see Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So Saturday and Sunday will be holiday. So during these days, you need to practice whatever we have discussed in these 5 days. Because whoever join my sessions, right, mostly they are employees who are already working in a company. So I know they will not get time on regular days to practice. So that's the reason you need to practice on Saturdays and Sunday, and this timing will going to change if you both only joining the class. Definitely let's see 2 days. Okay, if no one is joining, then I will move to 8 a.m. Then after I will start Jenkins. I will not come like complete Jenkins. I will just show you the overview of Jenkins, because if I directly show you the project, right, you will confuse. That's the reason. So before discussing the project, I just want to tell you what is Jenkins. So for the Jenkins, I have taken 5 classes. Okay, then after I will go to Terraform. So for Terraform, it will start from 19 September and it will end at 26 September. Then after Ansible, then after Docker, then after Kubernetes, then after real-time projects with monitoring. Okay, and I will share you this calendar as well in your WhatsApp so that you will get clarity when the tool is getting started, when the tool is getting ended. Okay, and this content for all these tools was ready, right? So no one will share this like this calendar. Okay, they will just go with the flow. We should not go with the flow. We need to prepare for everything. Then only we will have a clarity. Then only I can able to deliver the best content and best class. If I don't prepare, it will be a confusion for me and for you as well. Okay, you got it right? What is our flow?
Uh, yeah, you got it. There's just one question
Yes.
regarding that. The one you are showing, it will be from basic to uh, basic beginner topics you will cover, or you will be able to, give us a hands-on exercises on the each and every topic.
Yeah, it will be total hands-on.
Okay. Is there any, cloud platform you are covering in here?
Yeah, we will cover AWS cloud. Whatever we are doing, whatever we are implementing, everything in the AWS cloud.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we will be having one separate session on AWS cloud where you will cover all concepts on AWS.
Okay. Yeah.
So that you will get to know in the interview if they ask what is about this service, what is the use of that service, so that you can able to answer. So nothing but AWS solution architect level session will be there. There I will explain what is IAM, right? What is EC2, what is S3, right? What is cloud formation, what is serverless service Lambda, what is CloudWatch, what is monitoring, everything I will explain so that in the interview, whenever they ask what is the use of this AWS Lambda, at least you can able to explain that so that at least they will impress, right? At least you are know like about the dot service and all. Okay.
Yeah. Uh, Service is fine. Whether we will be implementing based on the on top of platform, or we'll be just going through the tools how we are using it.
So whatever required for DevOps engineer, that part I'm going to cover coming to AWS part.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not completely AWS.
Yeah,
because
yeah, got it.
yeah. Okay, so I have a class calendar for every tool separately. If you want, I will definitely share it with you so that tool wise you will be having. Okay, so now let's start the day one of Git. Just a moment, someone's joining. So this is the episode one. My sessions will be like web series. Okay, if you miss some episode, you will miss the twist. Okay, episode one, terms to understand. So you need to understand the term called as repository. Okay, repository is a storage location. Often table of contents is also stored along with metadata. Nothing but, do you know the folder, right? Same like folder which we use in Windows. That folder we call it as in Git world. They will call it as repository. What is repository? Repository is nothing but a storage location, and it will have the metadata as well. Nothing but a nickname, like whatever it may be. Same like folder, we will for folder Git call it as a repository. Okay. So version control system. Before discussing about Git and all, we need to discuss about version control system. What is version control system? Version control, also known as source control, is the practice of tracking and managing changes to software code. Okay, version control, also known as, okay, version control can also call it as a source control as well. So what it will do? It will track the changes of the code which our developer written. Okay, what is that we will going to learn. Don't worry. So let's quick look about at the CI/CD. So he is a developer, multiple developers. What they will do, they will write the code. Once they write the code, what they will do, they will push the code to the version control system, which is called as VCS. Okay, there are multiple version control systems available in the market. So Git is one of the popular tool. Okay, and most of the 90% companies are using Git as a version control system in their company. So that's the reason we are going to learn Git. Okay, once developer kept that code in the version control system is nothing but you can imagine it as a Google Drive. So how we will kept our data in our Google Drive, same like companies will kept their code in in specific location. That location will called as version control system. Okay, once it is available in the Git, what we will do, we will take that code, we will build the code, and we will generate a package out of it using some tools called as Maven or MS Build. Once the package is ready, we will convert that package into a Docker image, and we will deploy it into the multiple environments. So what is this? We will going to learn once we start Jenkins. Okay, don't worry. Okay, system test environment, performance test environment, staging, production. Okay, if there is no environment is present, nothing but there is no server is there. Okay, server is nothing but a one type of system. So if there is no system, if there is no laptop is available. Okay, now what they will do, using Terraform we will create that laptop, new laptop, nothing but new server. Okay, okay, once the server is ready, then if I want to install any software, what I need to do, there are multiple systems are there, nothing but there are 10 to 15 systems are there for suppose. So every system I cannot able to log in and install that software, right? For suppose if I want to install Java, so on every system I cannot able to go and log in and install manually. So for that purpose, there is a configuration management tool called as Ansible. Using this Ansible, you can able to install anything on multiple servers at a time. So configuration management. Okay, once the server is ready, if you want to do some configurations, whatever it may be, if you want to copy a file, that comes under configuration. If you want to install any software, that's also comes under configurations. Okay, and once the Docker image is ready, what we will do, we will deploy it in as a container in the Kubernetes cluster. So we will learn all these tools. Okay, once it is ready, we need to monitor, right, which is DevSecOps. We will implement one projects on DevSecOps as well. And for as a CI/CD tool, we are using Jenkins as well. I will going to show that. Okay, all these things we will cover, but we will start from scratch. So I will start from Git. Okay, first once we learn the Git, then after we will enter into this build stage. So next 1 week will be on the Git. So you need to be perfect on the Git, and we will be conduct mock interviews as well. You need to participate and you need to answer the questions. Then you are not only learning the practical part, and you are learning the interview purpose as well. Okay, you need to be ready for the interview. Learning tool is different, right? Attending and explaining the terms, whatever you are learn for the interviewer, it is totally different. Don't mix up both. There are multiple people are there in the market who know DevOps, but they cannot able to express. Okay, how you can able to express on practice. Okay, is it clear right about this slide? Shall I move to next?
Yeah, Pawan. Yeah.
Okay. So these are the most demanded tools in the market. With if you know these tools, you will easily get a job. So what is the requirement for code collaboration? Nothing but there are multiple teams will be working, right, in companies. If you see there are multiple developers are sitting and they are working. So what are their needs? So multiple should like developers should be able to work parallelly. Nothing but every developer can able to work at a time simultaneously. How I can able to do? They have multiple needs. Let's go step by step. So versions for every change should be maintained and should be possible to navigate to previous version of entire code or some files. Nothing but if they are working on the version, if something happens in their code, if they done some mistake, if they want to go back to previous version, that comfortability need to have. That's the need of developer. First they can able to work simultaneously. Second, they need a rollback feature, which is if the current version is not working, they can move to next previous version. Should be able to support multiple customer versions by product version. Okay, these are the requirements of the developer. Okay, I will go to next slide. So version control system, these are the software tools that help software teams to manage changes to source code over time. Version control system keep track of modification the code in special kind of database. If a mistake is made, developer can turn back the clock, compare earlier changes and fix the code, or move back to earlier version. So what is the developer required? Everything was covering in version control system, right? They can move back to the previous version. Okay. In the version control system also there are types. One is centralized version control system. Another one was distributed version control system. Two types are there. So what is that? We will discuss. But what is control system? Sorry, version control system. You got it right. Version control system can able to track the changes in the source code. Nothing but whatever you have written the code, it can able to track. What is the track? How it will track? We will learn. You just know the concepts. In depth will be learning in upcoming days. Okay, and you can roll back to previous version as well. How it will roll back, that is secondary. We will going to learn. You got it about version control system, but there are types in version control system. One is centralized version control system, another one was distributed version control system. Let's discuss about this. So before discussing this version control system, let's see the real life centralized version control system. So if you see, so I have a movie which is located in my Google Drive. I told you that version control system is nothing but what type of Google Drive. That's the reason I am comparing with the Google Drive. Okay. So I can able to watch that movie, right? I can open my Google Drive. I can watch that movie. So for that, I need to add an internet. Okay. Without internet, can I able to log into my Google Drive? No, right? I need to have an internet to connect to watch that movie. Okay. This you can call it as a centralized movie. Okay. You got it, my point?
But how do we decide this is centralized?
Sorry.
How do we come to know, it is centralized and it is distributed?
That things you will learn.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
No, you just mentioned the centralized movie also. I just wanted to check.
It is located on the Google Drive. Okay. I want to
Okay.
watch that movie. Without internet, can I able to watch that?
No.
Okay. So this is a real life example. So in upcoming slides, we will discuss.
Sure.
So if you see, these are the group of developers sitting. Okay. Okay. And they need to connect to this centralized version control system server to work. Okay. If there is no internet, then they cannot able to connect and they cannot able to work. Okay, that is one of the disadvantage. Centralized version control system, nothing but developer need to connect to the server to work. Whatever the code they have written, right, that code will be stored in this centralized version control system. Okay. Now let's check the distributed version control system. Then you will get to know, right, by comparing that which is centralized, which is distributed. Yes or no? You have asked me how I can able to get to this is a centralized version control system. So if centralized version control system nothing but you need to connect to that server, right? Then only you can able to work, and you need to have an internet connection. If there is no internet, you cannot able to work. Okay. Shall we check the distributed version control system? Hello. Hello.
Yes.
So in the centralized version control system, there are some tools are available in the market, which is Subversion, Perforce, IBM ClearCase. These are the popular tools available in the market, which is comes under centralized version control system. Distributed version control system. So before discussing about distributed, I told you that I will compare with real life example. Here, if you see in the Google Drive, I have a movie. Okay, I want to watch that movie. Now this movie can able to download. Okay, because in my Google Drive there is a download option. Okay, I can able to download this movie in my folder. Okay, even if I don't have an internet, I can able to watch that movie. Yes or no? Yes,
Yes.
I can watch anytime. No need of any internet. This is called as distributed. Now you got it, the difference between the centralized. In the centralized, I need to connect to the Google Drive. I need to have an internet connection. Then only I can able to watch that movie. In distributed, I already have a download option. I can able to download my movie from Google Drive. So that whenever I want, I can able to watch that movie from my local system. You get my point?
Yes, Maria.
Now I will show you the distributed version control system. Same scenario, same like centralized version control system. He is a developer, he is a developer. This is the distributed version control system server. But the developer will have the local copy of this. Okay, even though if there is no internet, they can able to work because they already downloaded the copy inside this inside their laptop. Yes. So when they will connect, whenever they require the updated changes, whenever they want to add the changes to the distributed version control system, then only they will connect. If not, they will work individually in their local system without relying on the internet. Okay, is it the best one or not compared to centralized?
This is a feasible, I guess.
Yes. So that's the reason this one become popular. So this is the distributed version control system. Git is one of the tools available. Git, Mercurial, Bazaar. These are the distributed version control system available in the market, and Git is a clear winner. Okay, and multiple companies will use Git itself. So Git is the most popular version control system. Git was created by Linus Torvald, right? He is created the Linux, right? Who has created the Linux operating system? So obviously people will blindly trust, right? Linux is one of the most secure. So obviously if that creator created this Git, definitely people will prefer, and people will use that tool. So that's the reason Git is popular, and every company is still using Git itself. Okay. So version control system. The primary objective behind Git was to implement and design a version control system that was distributed, reliable, and fast. This is the reason behind creation of this Git tool. Okay, that should be distributed and that should be fast. This version control system was created to manage Linux code base. So Linus Torvald, why he has created this Git? There will be a reason, right? So now he has written the Linux code. Okay, he doesn't see any version control system which is feasible for him. So that's the reason what he did. He created his own tool for storing his own code. Okay, and he has kept that also open source, nothing but freely available for the people. So that's the reason it has become popular and everyone was using that. You are getting my point? For his own purpose, he has created the tool for storing his own code. Okay, now it has, as it is free, it is become popular and every company is using it. So what is the reason behind creating this? You got it, and there are three criteria he has. Okay, one is distributed, one should be efficient to use, another one was safe from corruption. Okay, when he is working, right, you need to pay an amount for subscription for version control system, and that is also not feasible. So that's the reason he has created his own tool and become an, and he kept it as a open source. So I told you, right, there was no open source distribution control system in mid 2000s. Hence he developed Git out of necessity. You got it? Yes.
Yep.
I will go to next. So I told you, right, what is repository? In the first slide I have shown you. What is repository? Repository is nothing but a folder.
Question.
Okay. In the repository also there are types. Shall we check? So code repository, which is called as version control system. Okay. Software package repository. So in the OS there will be a package repositories. Okay, repository is nothing but a folder itself. Okay, so depending upon your place the name will change. Yes, like for suppose if you gone to the restaurant, okay, if you purchase a water bottle, so price will change depending upon your place. Yes or no? If you go to railway station, the price of the bottle also will change, right? Depending upon the place, value will change. Yes or no? In the same way, in the repository there are types. If you are using that repository for storing your code, written code, then it is called as version control system. If you are using that folder for your OS related information, then it is called as, right, software package repository. Okay, and there are multiple language specific repositories out there for Java, Python, Ruby, .NET. Okay, and one more thing, there is the artifact repository. I told you, right, we will create a package. So once the package is ready, you can store that package in some location, which is nothing but JFrog Artifactory or Nexus or Docker registry. Okay, this will we will discuss in upcoming days. You will learn. Okay, but just I'm just showing you the overview. In future, you will not confuse. That's the reason. Okay, there are code repository, software package repository, and artifact repository. Okay, so need for servers in distributed version control system. Sorry, need of servers in distributed version control system. So Git workflow using real life. Okay, until now we have discussed version control system. What is the type of version control system, and Git comes under distributed version control system. But we need to know the Git workflow, right? How Git works, right? That is the workflow. But before discussing anything, I will discuss with real life example. You know about it. Okay. If I take the real life example, I have a tree. What I will do? I will add water to my tree. Yes or no? So out of that, what I will get? I will get a fruits. Yes. So then once I get the fruit, if you see the smiling face, I will get into a stage to earn money. Yes or no? I can sell that fruits. Yes.
Yeah.
Then what I will do? I will do a commitment with the local shop owner that I have a fruits. I want to sell it to you. Okay. So once I sell to him, now what he will do? He will sell that fruits locally or using remotely via mobile application online. Yes, he can directly sell the fruits using shop locally or from online deliveries also you can able to sell that fruits. Okay, now I will compare this with Git. You got this right? Is there any confusion? No, right? You got it? Hello? Hello? Hello, am I audible? Hello?
Mm,
Hello? Hello, am I audible? Hello?
not able. Yeah.
Hey, try to speak out. If you don't speak, I will not get right.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm speaking that your voice is breaking.
Akash, for you as well?
Yes. Yes, sir. Just for a minute, it was breaking, but now it is okay.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
I am just taking the real life example. Okay, I have a tree. Okay, what I will do, I will add a water to my tree so that I will get into a stage where I can able to earn money. So I will do a commitment with my local shop owner. Okay, I will sell my fruits to that shop. Now once I sell to him, what he can able to do? He can sell that fruits with huge prices in locally or via online. Yes or no?
Yes.
So you got this right? You got this point. Is there any confusion on this?
No problem.
So now you need to understand this. Then only you will understand the Git workflow. Okay. Now I will show you the Git workflow in the next slide. Just confirm there is no confusion on this. Now I will go to next slide. This is the Git workflow. So I told you right. In the Git, there are first one is a working tree. First stage is working tree. Okay. Whenever you add any new file, okay, then we need to add that changes into the staging area using git add. So tree, working tree, nothing but I will add pour water, nothing but add water. Then I will get to a staging area to earn money. Right? Once from staging area, I will move that file to local repo. Nothing but commitment. For that, I will use git commit. Okay. I will selling to the local shop owner. Okay. From local repo, I will push the changes to remote repo. Okay. You will little bit confused regarding this workflow, but remember that real life example. Then only you will understand. Okay. First, working tree nothing but a we will. It is a workflow created by Linus Torvald. We need to blindly follow. Okay. There is some repository. Nothing but a folder will be there. In that folder, we will add new files. Okay. Whenever we add a new file, that file will comes into a working tree. I need to move that file to staging area, from staging area to local repo, from local repo to remote repo. This is the workflow. Okay, why we need to follow this? Because Git was designed in that way. We need to blindly follow that. Okay, got it?
Okay. Yeah.
So you will be having working tree. Whenever you add a new file, it will comes under working tree. In order to move this file from working tree to staging area, we need to use git add. From staging area to local repo, we need to use git commit. From local repo to remote repo, we will use git push or pull, which is called as GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket, whatever it may be. We will learn this, don't worry. So these servers which host distributed version control system can be installed on the servers in your organizations. Okay. So I can able to install this distributed version control system in my own company, in my own data centers. Can be using version control system as service, which is managed by cloud or third party. So you can use the version control system as a service as well. So version control system providers. So if you see, there is a GitHub. There are multiple things are available in the market. GitHub, Bitbucket. Okay, GitHub is a cloud hosted. Bitbucket is a cloud hosted and self hosting. Cloud hosted is nothing but we will use that service. Okay. Self hosting nothing but I will take that and I will install in my physical server in my organization. And it is one of the toughest task. Okay. Simple. If you compare with self-hosted and cloud-hosted, cloud-hosted is nothing but like a booking a biryani from Zomato. Self-hosted is nothing but preparing everything in my kitchen. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So there
Yeah.
are multiple version control system providers are there which are providing as a cloud-hosted or self-hosting. Cloud-hosted nothing but everything they will manage. You just need to use that. Remaining you need to do everything. They will just provide you the software. You need to set up everything. Okay, in Bitbucket there are two types are there, cloud hosted and self hosting. Okay, if you want to use that as a service, you definitely you can use go to cloud hosted. No, if you want to set up everything from scratch in your own organization, definitely you can do that. GitLab is a self hosted. Okay, GitHub is a cloud hosted. Okay, AWS code commit, which is provided as a service, which is a cloud hosted. Okay, Azure source repository is also cloud hosted, but it is providing it as a service. Okay, GitLab also have cloud hosting and self hosted both. You got right what is cloud and self. Okay, just remember the real life example which I have told you. Zomato booking is easy. Eat, then I will directly get it. I will can able to eat it. But preparing on my own everything and then after eating, that is a self. Okay, you got it. Version control system providers, we have multiple things in the market: GitHub, Bitbucket, Gitolite, Azure code commit, so Azure source repos, GitLab. Okay, I will give this notes access as well. You can go through it. I know for the first time whenever we see, we will not remember everything. Okay, we need to go through it multiple times, then only we will remember. Okay, I will provide everything with screenshots. A class notes is already available. Okay, I will provide it. So in the repositories also there are two types. One is public and private. Okay, self-hosted and cloud-hosted. Okay, Git repository, public repository. Okay, anyone can able to view, popular for open source. Private repository, only who has access to can view, modify or create, popular for enterprise application. Self-hosted, I told you right, everything you will do on yourself. You will choose the server, you will download the software, you will install the software, you will maintain, you will start working. Cloud hosted, just go and create an account, pay the bill for using that service, start working. So in Zomato you will book, Zomato will take the platform charges or not? Yes or no?
Yeah, yes, it is taken.
Yes. So if you are using someone else's service, obviously you need to pay some amount. Okay, you got it. What is cloud hosted? You just need to create an account, and for the service you are using, free for public. Okay, if you want to maintain private, you need to pay. Okay, there are two types: public and private. Public is nothing but any can able to view that. Private is nothing but no one can able to view that. Only for particular people who has access can able to view that. Now you know what is the difference between cloud hosted and self-hosted. Self-hosted nothing but you will install your software in your company, and you only maintain that if something happens. Okay, in cloud hosted they will manage. Okay, so shall I move to next slide?
Yeah, you can.
So next activities, you need to create a Azure account or AWS account. Okay, and you need to install Git. So that is the task for you. Any account doesn't matter. If you have an AWS account, well and good. If you have an Azure account, it's okay, but I will be using AWS itself. So what next? You need to create an AWS or Azure account, go through the Git cheat sheet, create a new account in the GitHub. That is the task for you for today. Okay, I will share you the Git cheat sheet. You need to go through it, and you need to create an account in github.com. Okay, GitHub.
Okay.
Okay, GitHub. This is the website. Okay, I told you right, we will be having a, I will provide you the notes. Let me show you that. So in order to access this, my repository, how many types of repositories are there?
Two types.
What are they?
Uh, Local one and remote one.
Akshay, how many types of repositories are there?
Uh, sir, public and private.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So if you see, there are GitHub Spring Boot Linux. This is a public. There are some private repositories as well. If I go to public, visibility public, anyone able to view this. If I go to private, okay, if you see Git, this is private. So then if I show, if I share you in the chart, right? Okay, if you can able to click on that link, you cannot able to access it because it's private. Okay, only who has access to this repository, they only can able to access. So whenever you enroll, right, then I will provide you the access to this. So on the Git day one, what we have discussed, what is version control system and Git workflow. That's it, right? For today we have discussed. So on day 2, what we will discuss, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 8, everything will already present and all notes is also ready. If I go to day 1, whatever we have discussed, today with screenshots already available in my repository.
So is there any, fee for, public and private, the private one,
Yes,
like,
in the
okay,
previously they used to charge for private, but right now for private it's free.
okay,
You can create your private repository as well. But 2 years back, right, for private you need to pay an amount. Okay, but there will be also some limit, okay, for private. But yeah, definitely you can create your private repositories. So like this, I will provide for every day, every class note, not only Git, for all the tools. So this first class, okay, it will be theory, but don't expect the same in the next class. From the next class, we will go to practical part. Whatever the comments I will execute, everything will be provided with screenshots and comments, everything. Okay, and I've told you the cheat sheet, right? Not this. Where is my Git folder? So you need to take printout. I will share with you. Take a printout from nearby Xerox shop. Right, on every command, whatever you are going to work, everything was provided. So you need to take a printout. Okay, whenever I execute any command, by seeing this cheat sheet, you will get it. Okay,
okay,
I will share you in WhatsApp. Okay, and for every tool, okay, now you are learning Git. Once I teach Jenkins, you will forget about Git or not. Little bit, some concepts we will miss from our mind. As a human being, we
yeah,
will forget. Okay, so for that purpose, we need to revise the tool. Yes, yes or no?
yes, yes,
So going through these 8 classes, will it become difficult? So that's the reason I created a mind map. So in the mind, it for me it has taken nearly 1.5 month to prepare this. Okay, if you see, I will provide you this as well, so that you no need to go through the class notes. You can go through the concepts here. Okay, what is Git init? Okay, it is not clear, but there is a clear document is available. Okay, okay, what is Git init? What is Git config? What is Git clone? Git log? Git should? Everything we will discuss. Okay, don't worry. Once you complete this Git, right, every concept is available. What is the use of that? What is Git RM? Okay, what is Git init? Just I've given the simple definition. It will create an empty Git repository, basically a .git directory, which with subdirectories. So everything a small definition. So it will help you for the interviews as well. So just going through one images is enough to crack a interview question on Git. Okay, but no one will provide. If you go to any other institutes, right, no one will provide this type of mind maps and all. Your job was to attend the classes, practice, don't prepare class notes. Okay, I already prepared it for you, and I kept it ready. Why you should waste your time? You need to focus on mock interviews. You need to focus on practical part. Whatever I'm going to teach, you need to do it practically in your laptops. By watching, you will not get anything. Okay, you need to do it. Even a doctor, right, by seeing he will get, or by doing the operations they will get, right? In the same way, in DevOps also, by seeing you will not get anything. You need to do it.
sure, bro.
So that's it for today. Now I will stop the recording.